Welcome to episode 4 of Things We Shouldn't Admit. I'm your host, Casey P, along with my good friend co-host, Cody G. Hey, Cody.
Hey, how's it going?
Can't ask you how you've been because we just recorded podcasts that have been fake.
Well, how have you been? You're always asking other people how they're doing, but how are you doing?
I'm good. Should we get into some stories here?
You know why they call it Pepsi Blue?
Because it's Pepsi and it's blue?
That's too literal. No, when you look at the back of it, you turn blue in sadness. How many fucking calories are in here? Oh my god, 58 grams of sugar.
That's the fun stuff.
It's broken. No, we're good. Just a little glue or cum.
God.
All right. I thought it cracked. So it makes sense because it's still sealed. I'm going to crack it right now. I'll crack it open.
Ad placement. Would you like to start, sir?
Sure. I tell you what. Let's switch it up. I'll read 2 stories and you read 2 stories.
Okay.
So it's my first story. You know something I'm going to try doing? You know how we take notes on what our stories are? You have like a whole book of them there. And they're just ridiculous phrases that probably make no sense. You look like the same person. I'm going to start my stories by saying the title. Do you want to start doing that?
I can try. Some of mine are literally typos, but I'll try.
I think you should keep the typos in. This one's saved in my notes as Doug Benson Hooker. I love Doug Benson. He's made a few documentaries that I like. He's got a podcast called Doug Loves Movies. He's always high, and he kind of one of those guys that you could tell kind of just accidentally got famous. Like he wasn't. I mean, he was trying, but we used to work with a guy named Chris. Kind of reminds me of Chris if Chris just became famous.
Mm-hmm.
So it is early on in my relationship with Renee, so we're talking like 5 years ago. We went to a live recording of his podcast, Doug Loves Movies. Bert Kreischer was a guest host. That was before he was famous. That was the first time I ever saw him, so it was I took Renee, and it was like you could tell the people there were huge fans of his podcast, and it's just nerds in costumes, like they would wear like costumes or themes to his show. You know what I'm talking about? Like kind of build props or like they build stuff for Doug Benson. Like I don't know, and then they would just scream out inside jokes the whole time. Like he's trying to do a stand-up routine or record a podcast, and you know these guys, they think that they're involved in the show or somehow part of it. Like he would say something, and I'm trying to think of some phrases they're using. Like say it's like an inside joke that only people listen to a lot of the episodes or him personally would know. Like he would say something like, "Yeah, I like that movie," and someone would be like, "But did you love that movie?" And they're all the way in the back, and they're like wearing Doctor Who shirts and falling down, trying to. And then you could tell Doug would get kind of irritated, but you can't. You almost have to keep a facade, like, oh, you're happy that the fans are involved, but you're also irritated. So you just look at him, yeah. I don't know. It's just these people had these unlimited knowledge of Doug that was just so cringy. It was almost like a PAX panel. Like the people you see at a PAX panel would be here. But anyway, so Bert Kreischer takes his shirt off and does his whole laughing routine. You've been to the comedy club, right? People usually hang out afterwards.
I actually haven't been to a comedy club, but I know what you mean.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you'd love it. I think you're disservice to yourself for not going.
I always hated stand-up, but I've been trying to.
You always hated stand-up?
Yeah, but
What
when I
about
went to,
sit-down?
I enjoy it. But I went to Pete Davidson, as you know, and I thought he was hilarious. So I was like, maybe I should give him more of a chance, but haven't done anything since then.
Yeah, you should. So the podcast, it ends, after the movie trivia and all that shit. And normally they hang out or meet out in the lobby or sell stuff. But mind you, at the same time the whole podcast going on, there's a woman standing beside the stage. She's really attractive, but like fake attractive, like a porn star or something, like way too hot to be like a normal prostitute or a hooker or anything. I'm thinking it's his girlfriend the whole time. Like this black dress and like sipping martinis, trimmed short hair, like Basic Instincts kind of thing. But he gets off the stage, and all these nerds are like, "Oh, here's my shot. I'm gonna be best friends with Doug, and he knows I'm a huge fan, and we're gonna be best friends, and we'll travel together, and I'll be famous too." They got their their Doctor Who shirts are way too tight, and they've like built things out of cardboard that somehow relate to Doug in the podcast, and also there's something about they're all like trying to high five him and knuckle bump, and he's just walking away and just blatantly ignoring them. They don't even realize it. And I've heard Joe Rogan talk about this too. There's something about fans of comedy or people that really like comedians. They'll bring like baked goods to give them. Like Joe Rogan talks about like a woman one time brought him a cake and was like, "This is for your daughters." But I told him, like, "Why would I accept a cake from a stranger to give it to my daughters that you made?" So it's like shit like that. They're like hovering and trying to, give him stuff. And he was walking really fast, almost like he saw them, but was pretending like he didn't see them. It was really awkward. But he walked straight up to the girl, and it was almost like a movie. Like put his arms around her and was like, "Hey, my name's Doug." I don't remember exactly what her name was, but it's something ridiculous like Crystal. Something like that. Mm-hmm. Like some slut name, like what's a slut name? Virginia. Renee, yep.
I know she's listening now, so I thought it was too easy of a joke. Yeah. So I don't mean it, Renee. Shit, now I'm blanking.
Virginia.
My joke took it away from it. Yeah.
Mary. Specifically the last name Pugh.
Wow.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I just make a cute little joke and you just go low.
But then I realized this is a fucking prostitute. Because he didn't know her, and so here he is like all these fucking fat nerds look like they just got off of Barnes and Noble, like me, hovering around him like trying to knuckle up. Doug, I really liked you in that one movie. Will you sign my DVD? And he's just like put his arm around this like girl. It's like a 9 or a 10, and they're walking out, and I realized that's a fucking prostitute. That's a hooker. It's a working woman, Casey. It's a weird realization that I had. I was sitting there. It would been cool to meet Doug, but just, man, he's really blowing off his fans, and now he's probably getting blown in the fucking hotel room. Or how awkward is that to buy a prostitute, do you think?
Imagine very awkward.
Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm Crystal. I'm Virginia.
So I feel like there'd be the really awkward small talk or something too. So where'd you go to school?
I went to the blowjob college where I learned to be a prostitute.
I feel like it'd be like when you go get a haircut where, both people don't want to talk.
Oh.
But they talk and, okay, we know, both of us know where it's going. Can we get past this? But you still have to do it.
That's a good point, yeah. Yeah. Because they're also touching you too. And just weird. I have another story about that too. I could tell in another episode.
Okay. Yeah, put notes so we have more to go forward.
Oh, it's already in there.
Okay.
Because it was just like that. Just very weird. It was a strip club. So there you go. It's a little spoiler for another episode. But yeah, prostitutes. He was like a pro. He like put his arm around her, like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Doug." And these fucking, I don't know. It was a weird moment. I realized that's a fucking prostitute. I don't think besides seeing like when we went to Winston-Salem, you'd see him on the. You've been there, buddy. You know, you see him working. Like these weren't the. Those were these ladies. I'm sure at Winston-Salem bust their ass literally to work, but they look nothing like this prostitute.
Yeah.
I wonder how you set that up. Is this like you tell the comedy club guy like, "Hey, I need a," because I'm sure you've seen the new text messages from Biden's son.
No.
He was ordering prostitutes.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
He said no yellows, clearly implying Asians.
He meant blonde.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And the QAnon people were like, it's actually a human trafficking. He's actually executing those people. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure he's just ordering a prostitute and just told him no yellows. Oh. So it's probably not really, both these stories really not that insane of stories to tell or not to tell. But it was a weird moment where I was like, it's a working lady.
Oh no, they don't have to be crazy and they don't even have to be about us. Some of mine are literally just like 4 words to tell things. I tried to stay away from this because I like telling stories, but yeah, eventually I'm going to have to tell someone who's like, say 4 words and okay, is that it? Because it's not really a story or not even things we shouldn't admit because some of them are about other people or completely different scenarios. So that's totally fine.
Yeah.
And I'll have a lot of those going forward.
This next one, my notes are just Applebee's Slim Jim ribs. That's all I have. This is probably real cringy, and both these stories probably not the best. But I was living with Renee's parents while we were saving for a house for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And one night we decided, okay, well, we're just going to go out. We're going to have a date. And we had got a Applebee's gift card. I think it might have been my first time to Applebee's. Second, third time. Never really been.
I don't even love it. I just feel like that's somewhere everybody's always gone.
Right, exactly. So we dressed up as one does for that adventurous food over at Applebee's. Like the Midwest, like we shopped at Target couple. Like the khakis and who we dressed up for Applebee's is essentially what I'm saying, which is cringy to say, but like the earth tones and shit, tucked in shirt. We're walking out of her parents' house, and to the left is her neighbors. There's like several people having conversation, like several families. Crazy story though about that family. They got into a really bad car accident, and definitely like really fucked up like 3 of the 4 kids. One of them's paralyzed now. Really fucking sad. They were the nicest, Casey, when I tell you, the nicest people. We're about to get a part of the story that you can see that they're very nice. Like, you couldn't think of a more perfect family. And then something that stupid happens to them. I think like 2 of them like broke their necks or something insane. But yeah, their dad sells on eBay too. Got a much bigger operation than I do, but really nice family. But so we're walking out and they're having like, like that normal mom conversation, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, whatever moms talk about right now. Something I noticed a lot of moms are doing is they're getting that barn door bathroom. You seen those?
I don't know.
There's like a barn door and it's just like an entrance. It's like a roll thing.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like it's the new Live, Laugh, Love. Just instead of Live, Laugh, Love on your fucking wall, you get a barn door in front of your shitter. So they're probably talking about something like that, like, oh, we're gonna get a new barn door for the bathroom. Oh my god, I love that. But so we're walking towards my car, and clearly I know going on a date or something, like, hey, date night, and yeah, going on date night, and then they're like, where are you going? It's like, oh, Applebee's, and then they do that like nice thing of like, like it felt like an Applebee's commercial. Ooh, enjoy, that kind of thing. So we get in after we go through all that, we get in the we get in the car and we drive down to Applebee's. We sit down, everything's normal. It's pretty empty in there. I hear they're not doing so well, Applebee's.
Yeah.
I hear they're slated to probably close a lot of locations. But there's a dad, got like the mom, the dad, the kids, they're all fat. I'm fat as fuck too, so I'm not sure what he was doing. So, like, imagine like I'm in a fucking booth. My gut is really pushed against the table. Like this. Like really hard. And then of course he's got like some sort of blue jeans like dads do, and they're tucked in with the belt and some sort of graphic tee like your neighbor out here, like MILF? Man, I love fishing, or something stupid on his on his shirt.
I hope he's listening.
I hope he is, because he's a fucking piece of shit.
Oh no, I was being serious. I was being passive aggressive. I have no fucking clue who that is. And it'd be awesome if.
I thought you were talking about the Applebee's guy.
Oh no, their neighbor. I don't know who that is. I've never even seen him, but that's great.
Casey's got like a guy who's a truck out in his, that I see all the time, and it just says MILF, and then underneath it in small words it says, "Man, I love fishing." That's pretty fucking good. That'd be a great tattoo. Could you imagine getting that tattooed on you?
That'd be fucking terrible.
So, also, how depressing is Applebee's? It's very dated in all of them, kind of dirty and dingy. There's like weird music playing, and they try to be fun, and well, we're crazy over here. Our food.
I don't know. I feel kind of in the middle of you. I feel like you're saying, like the generic Midwesterners think it's like the highest grade thing. But I also don't think it's terrible. I don't even judge you for dressing up. I'm like, it's okay. And it's nicer than like when all of us usually go Steak and Shake or McDonald's or something. So it's definitely a step up from like what we normally do.
Oh yeah, I'm not complaining. It was like a thing like, oh, let's just have a little date night or something.
Yeah.
And all their foods have quirky names too. You know, talking about like pretending to be exotic or foreign. Like here, I saved some from their menu.
Jesus.
Chicken wonton tacos. You can see like the Midwest mom. Ooh, she got the menu out. Ooh, honey, do you see they got the chicken wonton? How do you say that, ma'am? Wonton tacos. I think I'm gonna get those. Those types of. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Then they also have 4 cheese mac and cheese with honey pepper chicken tenders. Or there's always some sort of like Asian twist to things over there, like a Thai boy chicken surprise, or I don't know. Always like Oriental. That's a Applebee's is so dated they're probably still saying Oriental. At the time they're also having this crazy deal. I had also got it. It was like $9, and there's 3 things you could choose from, and they're unlimited.
Yeah.
Is that something they have all the time?
I don't know. I know my family talks about that, but I don't know. I think it's a pretty normal deal if it's not all the time.
Yeah, it's a hell of a deal. I don't remember exactly what the choices are, but it's something like chicken Alfredo, ribs, of course, because that's where the story is going. Ribs, chicken Alfredo, like chicken tenders or something. Like 3 normal ass. The whole family got that, though, all 4 of them. I did too, though. But also, how in the fuck is it that cheap? Like, what are they doing back there? I'll call them the Jack LaLanne family, because there was 0 athletic shit going on. Or health or anything like that. So they ate. Of course, they all had like Mountain Dews or something, Pepsi or something, slurping down. And the husband, he's sitting there just shaking his head. That was awful. That was awful. And the mom kind of reminded you of one of those moms too that, like, you know, she just got done working her quote small business on Facebook, which is just like Sensi or something, some MLM scam. So definitely not a pyramid scam though. They always tell you that. But she's like, honey, stop. That was awful. Awful. That was disgusting. Honey, no, stop. He starts taking the ribs were like, I don't even know how to describe. It looked like someone filleted a hot dog and then covered him in corn syrup. But he's taking these these plates and he's like moving these plates across around the table and kind of slamming them down. It was awful. We might as well have gone to McDonald's. Like, dude, you're actually. It's funny you said that because you're not that far from it. You're at Applebee's in Central Ohio. I don't think we're that. Standards wasn't a thing when you ordered the fucking 3 for $9. You're lucky anything come out of the. You should have been happy that they would have brought fucking like croutons covered in ketchup or something out to you for $9. Could you imagine?
Yeah, he'd be paying me a lot more than that.
But so the waitress comes over, clearly hearing him. This is awful. And it's fucking every time he talked to us, sort of got his gut like shake shit on the table. The fucking the clanging and the people's cups were like fucking Jurassic Park when the T-Rex is coming or some shit. But yeah, so Jack LaLanne is not fucking having his meal at all. And she comes over, sir, is everything okay? Is everything all right? It's, what the fuck is that noise, first of all? I hear a lot of guys make, I'm not happy. That was awful. And, ma'am, I've never been so displeased by a meal. Like this guy, you would have thought somebody came up and chopped his fucking leg off. Don't worry, the doctors will be doing that very soon. With your fucking diabetes, okay? Also, clearly, he said he was displeased by the meal. And looking at the family, I find it very rare that they were ever displeased by any sort of meal. I'm also fat as fuck, so I know that for a fact. That I literally will eat trash. Also, there's no chef in Applebee's. All my friends, most of my friends, that was their first job in high school was Applebee's. That or CC's Pizza. Those are those seem to be the choices. And it's literally just like you're microwaving a lot of shit. Taking frozen things out. But anyway, so he grabs plates. He's like, first of all, he's got like half-eaten chicken tenders. Chicken tenders were dry and would slam them down on the table. Could you imagine doing this to a fucking waitress? First of all, this 3 for $9 fucking, you basically paid nothing for this food, sir. First off, chicken tenders were dry, slams those down. His wife's like, stop it. And then he would grab like the chicken Alfredo. Tastes like his fucking comparison to things why I love this story so much is first chicken Alfredo tastes like ramen, slams that down on the table. Then he holds up a plate of half-eaten ribs and corn syrup red sauce. You know what I'm talking about? It's like almost like fucking napalm, just sticky. And here it is. This is the best part of the story. The whole reason I'm telling the story. It's going to be stupid. I don't know why I think this is funny, but it's still one of the... Because picture this. I'm sitting in Applebee's, dressed up in Midwest Central Ohio, and Applebee's is already depressing. It's playing music in the background. You see all this like little advertisements everywhere, like Baja margaritas, and it's just like a margarita with like a gummy shark in it or something, or it's just the facade of Applebee's is weird. And this poor woman that's a waitress there is listening to Jack LaLanne. Chicken tenders, dry, slams those down. Chicken Alfredo, more like ramen, slams those down the table. And then so it's just the whole thing felt like an Adult Swim sketch. But the pinnacle of the story is he picked up the fucking ribs and was like, and these taste like Slim Jims, and threw them down on the table too. And I don't know why. I still quote that a lot. It tastes like Slim Jims. I could be eating the world's greatest meal if it has meat in it. This pot tastes like what? Sir, first of all, you're at Applebee's complaining about the quality, and your comparison of this fucking Applebee's food to some of the most white trash meals I've ever heard of, like Slim Jims. That's what your mind goes to. Also, I love Slim Jims. The ribs were great, but I don't know where the fuck he got Slim Jims from. I don't know. But yeah, so the food connoisseur and his fucking Slim Jims. I don't know. He was complaining about his fucking warm corn syrup on his fucking meat byproduct tasting like Slim Jims. And Slim Jims aren't cheap. So he'd been real fucking happy that he had Slim Jims for unlimited Slim Jims for $9. But yeah, I love Slim Jims and corn syrup. So I don't know why the fuck he was complaining. But yeah, I don't know why that story is so funny to me. Just picturing he had like the mustache and the fucking jean shorts, and I don't know what his shirt said, but it was something along the lines of MILF, man, I love fishing. And this poor fucking woman here working. And the ribs taste like Slim Jims. I don't know why that's funny to me. But sometimes I quote it, like I'll just be grilling food or something in the backyard and be like, you better not taste like Slim Jims. And sometimes I think I'm autistic, though, because I don't know why. I pull that out and nobody knows what's going on. Like, you know, like I'm grilling, like my stepmom's whole family's over, and I'm helping my dad on the grill. And I'm just like repeating these weird phrases to myself. Slim Jim. So they probably think I'm an idiot. What the hell is Cody? Do you guys see Cody over there? I don't know. What is he saying? Something about a Slim Jim. But yeah, there's no reason for that fun story to be funny. But to me, it's
it's good.
One of my greatest moments in my life.
Maybe not that good, but hey, to each their own.
Just the ambiance of how depressing Applebee's is, and I wish there was a way I could play the music too, so you get the whole experience. And you bought fucking unlimited food for $9. Slim Jims. God, I need to get that tattooed on me. Actually, how would you spell? How would you spell that word? You even get that in there.
Let us know in the comments. Everybody can comment, and whoever has the best one, that's your tattoo.
Slim Jims.
You can screenshot that comment, and that'll be your tattoo.
Yeah, changed my whole perspective on Slim Jims too. And that's the worst part too. He's like telling this woman, like, I get off of work, we come over here, we're starving. Like, man, I'm looking at you. I'd say the same about myself. None of us here are starving. Okay? None of you. I'm sure you could. Fuck, dude. You could. We're looking at a couple days before you're starving. But get off work, as if she's not at fucking work, by the way. You know? She's currently working. What you're talking about, she is doing. I want to come over here, have a nice meal with my family. Like he deserves that at Applebee's. Like you're just going to fucking, I show up to Applebee's and I want them to suck my dick for $9. I want filet mignon, and I want this waitress to come over here and kiss me on the forehead and hand feed me food for fucking $9. Not only $9, unlimited food for $9. What about that deal said quality to you? You're trading years of your life when you buy that meal. You know, okay, I'm going to eat this. I'm taking a few months off my life. You're not going, I swear to God, this fucking better be good ribs. Texas ribs when they come out of there. Fucking Slim Jim. I could have taken his head and mashed it right in that fucking corn syrup. And that's the worst part. They ate so much of it. So knowing him, he just did it to get some money off the bill or something. Because, you know, $9 for unlimited food was still too expensive. But yeah, Applebee's. Didn't Jason Bateman or somebody do commercials for them for a little bit? Or Ed, or what was the guy's name?
Ed O'Neill.
No, not Ed O'Neill.
Is that a Marine celebrity doing it?
Let's look that up because now I'm curious.
Ed Helms.
Ed Helms,
Oh, did he?
Applebee's. At home with Applebee's is what Google heard. Ed Helms with Applebee's. What? Ed Helms, Applebee's. Maybe not. Oh, I think I'm thinking of Hall Pass. Wasn't that a big part of Hall Pass?
Oh yeah.
Was Applebee's?
Was it Hall Pass or are you thinking of? Isn't Jason Bateman in a movie about waiting?
Oh, and I love waiting.
Isn't he in that movie?
I don't know.
Oh, man,
That has Andy Milonakis though in
yeah.
Deadpool.
Right.
Mr. Deadpool. But yeah, so go back. I think it's Hall Pass. Go watch the Applebee's scene. Just picture that story going on in that. But then add another like 10, 15 years to that. It looks extra depressing in there and really dated. Oh God, I could have killed that guy. The worst part too is you're not supposed to fucking laugh, and they're right next to us. And I don't think Renee understands the humor in that kind of thing, which makes it so much funnier to me. The fucking Adult Swim sketch going on next to us. Oh God, how do people like that exist? You know that after that too, you went home like pissed off, like, and they fucking like put some stupid show on like Deadliest Catch. Oh, you watch a new episode of Deadliest Catch?
I thought you were gonna say Big Bang Theory for sure.
Oh no, no.
No.
They're like more like a Deadliest Catch, or like some sort of like, oh honey, you watch Gold Miner Mountain Men or some weird History Channel show. You know what I'm talking about, those reality shows, like. And then, you know, he just sits there with his fucking belly full of Slim Jims and burping and just staring at the fucking screen like, yeah, that's me. I'm a manly man. Let's, honey, you watch Moonshiners. And, you know, all night, too, he's just pissed off, like fucking slamming the refrigerator door. Fucking Slim Jims. Okay, fucking ramen. Slamming the doors. You know, he went home and ate something, too, right away. God, what do you think you went home and ate? I'm trying to think of something. Like a Hungry Man or something.
I haven't seen those advertised in a long time. Is that do they personally not do that because it's Hungry Man? Is that a thing?
Probably.
I guess I also don't see it. Well, I don't watch actual TV ads a lot, but still, you see that stuff on YouTube or Hulu or whatever.
Yeah.
Can't remember the last time I seen that. Sorry, you see that like fucking 10 times a day.
Those are good. Hungry Man's were good. Fried chicken, Hungry Man's. I always like the brownies, and well, clearly I liked a lot of food. I love food, but the brownies and microwave meals. Do you like any microwave meals?
No, not really.
Really? I never liked the corn.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
What the fuck was that corn? Like little rocks or something. But yeah, that was a Slim Jim story.
Okay.
I don't think it was that interesting, but it's still one of my. When you're like on your deathbed, like thinking back on life, that's gonna be one of them for me.
Jesus Christ. So, this one is definitely a spoiler for the story, and you'll hear it as we go on here.
You don't have to tell if you don't want to.
No, I will.
Okay.
It'll still be. So it says TC Grant pool ball, and TC and Grant were my and Nick's childhood friends. They grew up across the street, and TC was the same age as me. His real name's Taylor. That's why I went by TC. Two best friends with both with girl names. Look at that. And then Grant was Nick's age. But then we all hung out together. We were all friends together. And I feel like I told you this story. Maybe I haven't.
Oh,
Hope
yeah.
I haven't. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we had, this is where you're going to see where the story leads to, probably. But we had a water balloon launcher, which, if you ever use one of those things, they're fucking crazy. You need 3 people to operate them. So you have one person on the right side, one person on the left side, and one person in the middle. And it's like a fucking giant catapult.
Let's say medieval weaponry.
They pull back, and they probably go like, I don't want to be, well, you can probably pull them back real far, but easily pull them back like 8 feet and do some real damage. So Grant was sleeping at our house, and Taylor thought, it's so weird calling him that. Taylor thought it'd be a great idea to.
So he went by TC.
Yeah.
Also rhymes with KC.
Yeah, I never actually called him Taylor. That's why I think it's funny to do it now. And the only time I heard that was when his mom or dad was pissed off. You'd hear Taylor come out, and I was like, oh yeah, his name's not TC. I forget.
Where did TC come from though?
Can't remember his middle name. His middle name starts with a C though. So Taylor. Oh, Clayton. That's it. Taylor Clayton.
Taylor Clayton. Sure, this didn't happen in Kentucky.
They did move out to a country in Ohio, but the middle of nowhere. So Taylor thought it'd be a good idea to his older brother when he was sleeping. We always did pranks, but he thought he'd take it next level, and he got a pool ball instead of a water balloon and put it in the launcher. And he went fucking far as you could in the small room we had, but probably got about 8 feet back and just let loose.
It was like the whole width of the room.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had a bunk bed where Grant was sleeping on, and we stood there like at the bunk bed, and then TC was there, and then pulled it back as far as he could till he touched the wall, and then let go, and the pool ball went right by his face, and had so much speed that it put a hole in the wall that you've probably seen when you've been over. It's still there, and a pretty decent hole in there. And Grant was like, and just kind of went back to bed. Which
So he woke up for a second.
Yeah, but like not fully awake, just kind of on and off.
Oh, I think someone's trying to murder me.
Yeah, I was gonna say any normal people, even at our age, probably should be like, okay, that was probably should have known it was a bad idea before he done it, but that probably should have been the key to realize that we were fucking idiots in what we were doing, because that would have probably killed him. So, but TC wanted to line up again, and just missed his head and put another hole in the wall. And then he woke up, and it's a good thing he woke up.
What time was this at?
It was probably 3 a.m. It was the middle of the night.
So your parents never thought to come in there as fucking pool balls. The next pool balls coming flying into their bedroom or something.
I don't know if they were probably sleeping, and we maybe woke them up, but we were always playing games and being loud, so I don't know if they were, and like slamming chairs down, and you know how kids are. So that might not sound uncommon. What's that?
You ever had a sleepover with someone at someone else's house and their parents start doing it?
You said, have I?
Yeah.
I'm sure I have, but I never knew they were doing it.
It's happened to me once, and the friend was like clearly trying to cover it up and like turn the TV up and not bring it up. But yeah, I've talked to a few people, and I feel like a few people have said yes.
I'm sure anybody
so awkward. I'd be so pissed. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Anybody
that stayed at kids' houses often, I'm sure that, which is bound to happen, just the odds of that seem likely. So I'm sure it did happen, but if it did, I didn't know it. But yeah, luckily Grant woke up, because if we hit him, he'd probably be a minimum of some kind of brain damage, but probably a good chance of being dead. He would fucking murder his brother, and I guess we would have been accomplished to it too, because we were part of killing his brother.
But knowing how stupid you guys were, you probably would try to hide the body or something. Like Nick would try to put him out the window or something.
Weekend at Bernie's with him. Come pick Grant and TC up. And yeah, you just still sleeping.
Yeah, you guys would have fucked him up. For sure. How long before you realized, like, wow, that was really bad? Like a few years later, or when you were an adult, or?
I don't know. I don't know if it was later or when he woke up the next day and we told him what happened. And he's like, what? And couldn't believe that we were shooting pool balls and trying to hit his fucking face.
I'm very curious what would have happened to him.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad that it didn't hit him. And obviously, at the moment, I was like, oh, this is so funny. And
we almost got him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, TC was the most pissed. Damn it! Just missed hitting his brother's head.
Fuck, I wanted to murder him. Damn, I wanted to really upset my parents. That they're only 2 sons, one killed the other one, and now they have to live with me in the same home and know every time they see me that I killed their son. But I'm also their son. So it'll probably lead to their divorce. Damn it! I probably would have gone to juvie for a few years. Shit! my brother would have survived, he probably would have been mildly retarded. Fuck. That's so nuts. Do you know them as an adult?
Yeah, but there's no like issues or anything. Kind of just one of those things where he'll text me every now and then. And I've actually randomly, like I say, he lives like a half hour from here, nothing crazy. But I've probably seen him like 6 times in different places. And oh shit! And then we talk. But
Probably thinks you're following him.
yeah, we always make jokes about that because it's the weirdest fucking things, and we always see each other. But that's about it. No, like we used to hang out like every fucking day.
Yeah, because I would love to talk to them about that. You're almost dead. Yeah, that's crazy. This would have been a whole different story if it would have.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be telling it on here. Probably pretty fucking disappointed myself.
You'd be talking through a plexiglass, interviewing to a documentary crew.
But who knows? I could have been like the hit Netflix documentary right now.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? This isn't real. And then I go into all the other stories and
Just like some
next
ambient.
Tiger King.
Yeah, some weird music playing. Then once I saw the cue ball covered in blood, and his brains on my wall, I knew we fucked up. And he woke up. We couldn't understand him because he was definitely retarded.
So we had to put him out of misery, get another ball loaded up.
Yeah, he
He's moving.
He wouldn't sit still. So we kept just shooting cue balls at his head. Oh God, it got dark really quick. Then we buried him in the backyard.
Can I tell one more here?
Oh yeah.
So I know I told you this one, but my notes are actually just Danny Wendy's trunk. This is the often mentioned bazooka. And
oh man, I feel like someone got your notes. They definitely thought you murdered somebody.
this also story starts to seem like that. So a little bit of setup, and this could be a story in itself, but I'll tell it quicker. So Bazooka was a compulsive liar. I was playing out with him multiple times recently. I'm hoping that he's changed, and so maybe I shouldn't say he is, but he definitely, no doubt was, if not potentially still is. And at the age of, well, he was a compulsive liar since I knew him, but at the age of like 15, he started this weird thing where he would have motorcycles. He'd say bikes, but he clarified they're motorcycles, not bicycles. And I was like, how do you have a motorcycle? They're actually pretty cheap. No, that's so weird. And then over time, he's collected more and more and more.
But you never saw them.
No. I was like, why don't you ever bring them over? It's just not good weather for it.
It's fucking sun shining outside.
Oh, yeah. This is the kid I told you my mom babysat up till he's like 18 or whatever. And that was every day of the summer. So majority of those days are perfect days for a bike. And but never for him.
Birds are chirping. Yeah, it's fucked up out there, man.
And I'd be like, well, you should bring one next week. Yeah, it's in the shop. But you said you have 10 now. Yeah, it's just crazy right now. So that's why I kept it going. So what the fuck? Why
would you keep adding to them?
Because he was just fucking compulsive liar. Just kept making stuff up. And what's weird about it is we were in a kind of group of friends that like try to one up each other, or like, oh, you don't have the newest thing. So it makes it extra weird because he had nothing that he had to like try and act cool about. None of us care about that kind of shit. I know a lot of kids do, but I don't. As far as I can remember, we never were like that. Any of us. Well, besides him, apparently. So it got to the point when probably between 16 and 17, he was up to 15 bikes. So me and my friend
just come over, like, just picked up a new bike.
Oh, yeah.
My dad took the trailer over.
Yeah, the only time I ever saw him in a bike was when his stepdad would pick him up on his motorcycle, his stepdad's motorcycle, and Bazooka would hop in, grab the helmet, and hop in the side cart and speed off with him. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. And so me and Stefan decided one summer day to pay a visit to Bazooka, and we met him at his house.
What do you say the model numbers and shit? Like, just picked up the Yamaha 257.
Usually the brand or like the make, whatever. But that was about it.
What if one time you're playing games Blah, 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 blah. He looked outside, and Danny's wearing all leather, head to toe leather.
That'd be fucking awesome.
What's up, guys?
So me and Stefan decide, nice summer day, drive over, probably 20 minutes. This is a time period when there's just nothing to do, so you just find stuff to do for no reason. You want to go for a drive? I guess I'm still kind of like that. But, most people grow out of that. But
You guys want to go to Walmart? It's fucking 4 a.m.
That was one of Stefan's favorite places. So we go over to good old Grove Tucky, as the kids call it. And
Which is where Danny lived?
Yeah. I called Bazooka. I'm like, hey, what's up, buddy? Nothing, just kind of busy.
It's a signature noise.
I'm like, well, do you still have all those bikes? Yeah, what do you mean? I don't just get rid of them. Oh,
I'm
okay,
running
sweet.
a bike dealership out of my backyard.
Okay, sweet. We're outside. You come meet us. What do you mean you're outside?
He's shitting himself.
We're outside your house. Just come see us. And I was like, hey, he came out. And I was like, where are the bikes at? Yeah, they're in the fucking shop. You said you have 15 of them. Yeah.
All of them.
Man, it's bad right now. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I know you're fucking lying.
What the fuck? Where's he buying his bikes at? It's probably a sign not to buy them there.
So then we're like, well, sweet. We got something in the trunk we want to show you. And he's like, you have something in the trunk? And he was real suspicious.
Yeah, we have 15 motorcycles in our trunk right now.
And rightly, real suspicious. So he's like, no thanks. No, just come check it out. And he like inches over there. It's like a dog when they're scared but they want to see something. Like, what is it? You gotta get close. And I'm okay. And he's like, what is it? Peeking in. And me and Stefan.
Was there nothing in the trunk? Oh my god.
Me and Stefan just each grab a leg and flip him into the trunk and slam the trunk down. And, no, guys! And fucking cussing at us and screaming. And this is another thing in hindsight. We just thought it was so funny. And who cares what could happen? But in hindsight, if anybody saw that, we just have 10 cop cars after us.
Oh, yeah.
A fucking body in our trunk. Especially now. But even then, any time period that was bad. But especially now. So we just take a drive around. Remember, it's a summer day, probably 85 degrees. And we start
really bad for motorcycle riding.
We just start driving all around Central Ohio. And it's like, guys! And we keep turning the music up louder. And, yeah, so Stefan, what have you been up to? I'm just making casual conversation. Yeah, man, I'm pretty hungry. Let's go to Wendy's. So then we go to Wendy's and, yeah, and we'll get this and keep ordering. And then, Bazooka, you want anything? And we turn the music down. Yeah, can I get? And then we turn the music up. And, yeah, I guess
he tried to order from the fucking trunk.
He tried yelling at us what he wanted.
Oh, God.
And so turn the music up. Yeah, I guess don't want anything. Yeah, that's it. And then so we get our food. We park. We turn the music off. We enjoy a nice meal while he's screaming. And again, product's fucking terrible. So, all right, I think it's been long enough. So we let him out of the trunk, and he's like turning dark red. And he's like, you fucking assholes. No, as he always did, I told you, talked about how we were going to regret this, and we better watch out. And then
beat your ass.
Yeah, he proceeded to get in the back seat and hang out with us for a few hours, and we took him home, and that was the end of that day.
And there was a tractor trailer there dropping off 15 motorcycles.
Hey, they're all here now.
Oh, cool. I mean, first of all, the logistics of getting 15 over to the garage.
And I'm not making fun of him. He had a nice house. There's nothing wrong with it, but definitely not kind of place where you have 15 fucking motorcycles, like a mansion or something.
Jesus.
It was just a normal suburban house.
And what a waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
You need maybe 1, 2 if you really like it, but 15 Bazooka? Fuck.
Yep.
Like you said, there's no reason to.
No.
I really wish you guys got pulled over, though.
I was going to say in hindsight I do, but obviously I don't really. But yeah, if nothing happened, the cops were like, come on, guys, this is how you doing. Then I definitely would, but I don't know. And Bazooka, he always said he'd get back at us, and never did, as I told you. But that's one time in the moment they might have if he felt like he had somebody on his side. Yeah, they do this to me all the time, and just
shaking.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it.
They keep breaking my motorcycles. I have 15, officer. And Casey's broke them all. They're all in the shop right now at this moment. I can't bring them home, though, either, because it's 90 degrees outside and really dry. The roads are so dry right now, officer.
God damn it.
What a legend.
He's something. I think that's it for, I was going to say this week, but this month. Try and do one of these a month. It's been quite a while since we've done one. We also didn't want to force them, so if we don't have stories, that's the reason we don't do one a month. But sounds like you have some stories. I do, so maybe another one next month. I know you talked about getting other people on here, like I had Nick on that one time, so
great.
Maybe we could have somebody else. That way you get some more time for stories, but we'll see what happens.
He's crazy, dude. You guys haven't listened to the second episode. Dude is coming in the fucking... Was it cum? He just blew his load and fucking airplane manuals and it's crazy.
Spoilers. Told him to watch and they ain't told him.
Whoops.
Is that it then?
Yep.
Nailed it.